What's up, everybody? How about some clapping? Okay. So we are continuing with the Railcore build. Yeah, I don't know what start time it gave you. I just hit the button, and it tries to put a schedule time on there, but I just wait until I see it pop open, and then I hit start streaming. So it's been an interesting couple of days. You'll notice that I did not build yesterday or Wednesday, and we will talk about that while I fix up a few things here. Hello everyone in chat. Why is it so much harder to build and talk? So here's what happened. So on part 2, I broke one of the hangers that holds up the Z-Rod. You may remember that. And I was going to reprint it. And I did reprint it. I reprinted it out of polycarbonate, and it is super strong, and everything was good. So I thought everything's fine, right? Well, then Mr. Dave Randolph sent me a message on the twits, and he said, hey, with this tall version you got, you received aluminum brackets. And I said, oh, I didn't know that, because there's a bunch of these in the kit. There's a bunch of these flat bubble wrapped packs. Well, there was one, you know, about this long, about this thick, you know, yay big. Well, it's all of these billet aluminum pieces laid side by side. And I'll show you one here in a second. I'll show you what that looks like. They're actually really, really nice brackets. But I didn't know, since I got the printed ones as well, I didn't know that those were included in this kit. You're not going to be able to see that very well. Let me adjust some camera stuff here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, the tall version, you get a lot of the metal parts that you would have to custom order if you wanted them after the fact. And I wasn't aware of that. So I had already reprinted that one bracket. This camera is annoying. You'll see these more in a second. So that bracket right there. Kyle Davis, thanks for the $2. I appreciate it. Not much. So they consist of 2 pieces of aluminum. Just it's about 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter bar that hooks on the Z vertical, and then you have kind of like an L bracket that hooks up here at the top. And they are connected with 2 8x32 standard screws, which I'm not used to much nowadays. So I actually had to go find a standard Allen wrench to put those together. And I did Loctite those because that's a piece that I think is never going to come apart again. So those were swapped out. I swapped out all the plastic ones for these, so I did that ahead of time. We were good. Well, then, then I realized that I didn't have enough M3 by 10 millimeter hex screws for the external panels. Well, it turns out I got the little bag of 10 millimeter screws. I got the one for the regular kit, not the tall kit. So I didn't have enough. And the funny part about that was, and that's what I'm repairing right now. I'm putting in the 2 extra screws. On the regular, there's 5. On the tall, there is 7. So that's what I'm fixing right now to get us back to where we need to go. We'll just go back to this for now. But the funny part about that was, I didn't even realize it. By the time I had dinner and all that good stuff on whatever day that was, Tuesday, Joe from Project Red said, hey, you don't have the right parts, just letting you know, and I'm overnighting them to you. So he actually knew about it before I did. So that was good. But he overnighted them, and UPS did not get them to me until about 30 minutes ago. So that's where we're at right now. We are getting everything sorted out the way it should be, which is almost done with the parts that I received today. I also put on the bottom section, because the next step for this is we're going to put the panels on, and the panels are what actually keep it level, keep it square. The bottom section, there was no way I could have done it on the table. I actually had to flip the whole thing onto the floor and seat it that way. The rest of them I'm pretty sure I can do on their side, so that shouldn't be a big deal. But that is all that I have done until right now. So everyone is now up to speed. So with all that said, I don't have a whole lot of time to build today. I'm hoping I get some time to build this weekend. I think I will. But we'll build for a couple of hours and we'll see how far we get. Now, everybody's up to speed. How is everyone today? I see there are a lot of people in chat. James from Rushmore 3D is here. Hello, James. The Viking is here. Hello. Mr. Galata. William Johnston is here. Hello, William. How's everyone doing? I don't know about you guys, but when I have a project like this that's just, looming, I don't sleep well. It just grades on you, But today we're going to make a bit of progress, and then I'll feel better about it, and everything will be good. Sean's good. Hello, Paul Cumber. How's it going? Jacob State Farm is here. What's up? So I think we're back to where we need to be with all of our new screws and all that good stuff. Now, if you are building one of these, I am going to bring something up that I didn't fully understand, and it really doesn't describe it in the manual at all. So hopefully I can just kind of point at this and show you. So the bottom plate here, so these designs, they have three Z lead screws, right? They are all mounted on this stuff, which I was going to ask chat, what is this? Is this ACM? I forget the acronym for this stuff. These might just be regular ABS panels, but I thought it might be ACM. It's about 1/4 inch thick. It's really heavy stuff. But anyway, so the motors mount on that panel on the bottom through, and then the Z-rods come up. But they really give you no inclination where these Z rails need to go, left or right. But they're going to be in a very specific location when you see where that Z and Z rod holder go, because the rod holder actually bolts onto the rail, right? So I just tightened up one to keep them from moving left or right, and I am going to line them up when I get the Z motors on, which isn't for a little while yet. But that's just something to keep in mind. Keep these somewhat fluid until you get your Z motors on. And then for the actual rail location, as far as up and down on the extrusion, I just try to get it as close to the center, leave as much gap at the top and the bottom as I could. I think that's going to be okay, but we won't really know until we get it together. As well as these rails up here, left and right, I just try to put it exactly in the center. So that should work for most scenarios, I think, but that's just a note that there's really nothing in the book about that. You think it's HDPE? I'm not exactly sure. I have to ask Dave. I'm sure he cut them. It was HDPE last time. Okay. Abraham from Spain, what is up? Cool, cool, cool. I knew somebody would know. But anyway, so that's where we're at. So back to the manual to see where we go from here. And I'll adjust some cameras in a moment. we're getting. I'm already down to page 28. We're getting there out of 116. 33. Okay. Oh, that says it in the manual. You were right. They are HDPE side panels. Okay. So let's start by squaring up the bottom, and they want you to put those feet on. But this is where, when we tie down this panel, we will attempt to make it as square as we can. And we'll just do it a side at a time. Let's get these out of the way for now. So I'm going to have to see both sides somewhat. Jim's here. Hey, Jim. On my rail core, the single rail side has the screw in the front and the rail in the back. Well, this one, so this kit shows, this kit shows it how I have it, but maybe I don't understand what, huh. Yeah, I didn't show anything dropped on this side. So maybe, so, dude, there's the document. This is the build doc, if you'd like to take a look, if you can. But that's how it should, the way I have it built, how it shows it built. So unless I'm not understanding you correctly, that's what I'm working with. Yep. Be on the left side of the frame, you bet. It's funny that you can see the dock. All the little icons are starting to pile up as you all open it. Okay, nylock nuts. Yep. Tighten them all down. Make sure the panel is centered. Was that you or somebody else? 3D Obsession, what's up? We'll see if it comes back. I don't know what's YouTube's not even giving me any errors when that happens. So, and OBS says it's kicking stuff out just fine. So hopefully it straightens up. I haven't dropped one packet as far as OBS says, but I do see that that the YouTube section does crash. So I don't know. Good old YouTube. There's something like 100 of these nylock nuts that go on here, so this is going to be the bulk of today. Not G10, what's up? Yeah, it's got to be something on the YouTube side. It's doing the same thing here, but we'll see if it straightens up. You never know what YouTube's gonna do. That's the exciting part. Awesome. I'm glad the video was helpful. Thank you for watching them. If you didn't watch them, there wouldn't be much reason to make them, right? This one is just a little bit too short. But they should be, there's only 2 sizes, so yeah. Let's see if we can get a flat one to fit on there. That was for Brian Vines, huh? There we go. Much better. Okay. We're gonna have to like move to a bigger area and table and all that one of these days. These printers keep getting larger. There's a few steps on this, like setting all the pulleys, and this step for the bottom panel. It's gonna be really hard for anybody to see besides me. Because the pulleys, I won't be able to do it from the top. I'll have to do it from this direction. William, thank you very much for becoming a Patreon supporter. That is much appreciated. What you got? So you got those 2 on the outside. Yep. And you've got the lead screw towards the front. Yeah, so that's okay. Now I understand what you mean. That's how this one will be as well. This rail will come this way after we figure out how the motor is going to line up. But yes, yeah, we're on the same page, Duo. Chris Warkaki is here. Is it done yet? I wish it was done. I wish. I will do my best to hurry. I was really hoping to get more of this done this week than I did. But things happen. Especially around 3D printers, right? So we are pretty far off. So let's see. Let's take a look at this top corner. Okay. So I think I'm going to loosen up a couple of these rails. So I did have some of these pretty snug. You run the risk of, if these hangers aren't exactly perfectly spaced on the Z-rail. All the Chris's. Sorry guys about YouTube. I wish I could fix it. I swear I haven't changed anything since the last stream we did. Spinning wheels of doom. Looks ready to print to me. It's just got a few things missing. It's fine. Attach glue gun, hit print. Nothing changed and it stopped working. I have said that a few times in my, are you sure nothing changed? And sometimes that's met with, well, just this and this. Oh, now you tell me. Alright, so it's out of skew. I might have to pull that plate back off of there. It's in dot octoprint, or is it dot octoprint or dot octopi? I think it's octoprint. Dot octoprint. It's a hidden directory. Yeah, this fiddling around with the frame and stuff, this stuff always takes all the time. Because now you're going to have everything moving all at once. Maybe I can squish it a little bit if I get it on the end. I'm trying really hard not to bang it into the ceiling. Wicked audio feedback. Time for gravity reset. don't think it's going to go much any place with that panel in there. But the panel, I mean, the panel has to fit. Okay. Let's see how we did. That's really far off for that panel to be correct. Well, Carl, that's exactly what I was just going to check, because that's way too far off for that to be right. I don't know why there would be a left or right, though. Maybe it's time for hot glue. There is something high-pitched in the background. The upright fooled you, okay. Yes, you can hear the air conditioner running in the back, because it is really hot here. We can stop the stream and try again another day. Because it doesn't seem to be going so well today. There's not much I can do about the audio, though. I don't know if there is actually any, now that you mention it, I don't know if there's any noise cancellation on here. There is a little. I heard NVIDIA has some sort of new magic for their noise cancellation. Somebody was telling me about. It's actually very square when the panel's not on. Maybe I just pulled it one way or another with that panel. But it rarely works. Well, that's no good. I haven't used the Ender 5 like more than twice. I don't have any time to. It has really bad stepper noise. The candy striping on it is pretty bad. Which, I mean, it's not out of, it's not that unusual, but it is very noticeable on that machine for some reason. I don't know what's amplifying it, but it seems worse than some of the other Creality machines. I'm guessing that's the same board as everything else. It's pretty darn square. There's no way I can do this on the table. You're just gonna have to watch me stand here. Plus, you don't want to see the floor anyway. You don't want to see me kick all the scraps of filament around. You mean the squareness of them being drilled? I guess we can check that. Ew. Well, those don't actually... These two... Well, they would have to matter because they're in the... I was going to say they hold the feet on, but... Those don't look good. I think this is going to be another one of those days like the rest. The Railcore project might go postponed. Those look pretty good. Those do not. Those are very off square. Crap. Well, how is everyone? Yeah. I don't know if Dave is cutting these or who's making them. I don't. It's not in my business to show you bad things. That's not what I intend to do. I just show you things, right? We're all in agreement here. Take a look at that. So I'm lined up over here on this side. So yeah. So that's how my day's been going. The bendy core. So now I guess I need to go through all the panels and see what happened. Because like some of these are right, like this side looks pretty good. All the holes line up and everything. I mean, I could recut these holes, but that doesn't help anyone else out, right? I think something just got amiss. And that is not going to pull the... Like, this corner looks pretty good. That's not going to pull the frame straight for us, friends. Does it say rail core on the panel? Not on this panel. This one, this is one of the sides, but this one's pretty nice. Those holes are nice and straight. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. There's really not much sense in me proceeding if I can't put the bottom on and get it square. So there you go. Tomar, you are welcome for the videos. My mic is not on the table. Yeah, I mean they're gonna fix it up. That's no question. They will. They're gonna make it right. And do I understand what you're saying, that it's not a, it's not there for, you know, reinforcement. I get that, but that edge being not square is going to pull it one way or another. I mean, it's just not. There's no. It's actually the holes being off are actually pulling it towards the center. And if it was a matter of going left or right, that wouldn't be a big deal. But it's actually going to skew it a bit. Yeah. There's about 10 millimeters difference. Okay. So, yeah. So this stream, not great. But at least you got to hear the story about all the parts and all the stuff that didn't make it and all the stuff I need to correct. So now I got to work through these panels. I'll talk to Dave. I'm sure he's going to fix it up, or whoever might have to fix it up. But it's going to be another couple of days before that happens. Sorry about that. So we'll try again another day. I appreciate all of you joining in. It wasn't a very exciting stream, but we will get it eventually, I guess. So, thanks everybody. We'll see you soon.